Hello and welcome to Versus Live. I'm Ross Murray.
And I'm Corey Baumeister.
And we've got a Rob in the booth. Say hi, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Rob will be taking all of your questions, comments, concerns, and burns in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games if you can see them and send his favorites over to us. We are in the middle of Kaldheim preview season, and that means Kaldheim Standard from now until eternity.
Yeah.
Just over and over again. New cards coming out every day. Set looks sweet. We have, done, 2 or 3 shows now?
We've done
cards?
2, yep.
2?
Yep.
So this is our 3rd. I'm trying to get on the board here. I've lost the first 2 shows.
2-0. Yeah, we have our sets that we're, that we have our strengths and a not. And so far, this feels like a Corey set.
Yeah.
Feels like a Viking set. I think I was a Viking in a previous life.
We got plenty of time to turn things around, Corey. Don't go counting your chickens before they hatch.
I mean, I just counted my chickens. There's 2 of them. You have 0 chickens right now, so.
Well, I'm going to be starting out today with a new take on an old favorite. This is Teamer Adventures.
Oh, wow. You're just going back to the busted decks to beat me here?
Yeah.
Just an already good deck?
I'm 2-0 in the hole, Corey.
Wow.
I gotta come firing out with both barrels.
Some people. Okay, what do you got for me?
Speaking of firing out.
Yeah.
This Teamer Adventures deck features the latest gigantic dragon, Gold Span Dragon, card that both Corey and I like quite a bit. Mm-hmm. 4/4 flying haste for 5 mana is sort of the benchmark, and then it's just what else is tacked onto it.
Yeah.
Glorybringer is the cream of the crop when it comes to these. Goldspan Dragon, really interesting in what it does on top of being a big flying dragon, making treasures when it attacks and becomes the target of a spell. So it's likely that you're going to get at least 1 treasure on the back end here, and if it sticks around and makes a couple treasures, those treasures all have sacrifice at 2 mana of any one color. So you really can utilize 2 mana interaction with Goldspan Dragon really well. That's what I'm trying to take advantage of here. So you play your dragon, you attack, you get the treasure. Now you have 2 mana to work with from that. You can use that to stomp something or petty theft in this deck.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's what I love the most about it, is if you can attack with that and, attack, get the treasure, bounce a Yorion or something like that, and still be able to get through. I think that's awesome, because we've just seen that in Magic's history. I think Nissa brained this into our head, that when you play that giant thing and then you just get to interact the turn you play it with a 2-mana spell, you win a high percentage of those games. And that feels like kind of the same thing to me. Similar with Teferi and untapping and negating and stuff like that. So
very similar dynamic there. So a natural fit for this deck. The treasures also help fix your mana for Genesis Ultimatum.
Yes.
And get you to Genesis Ultimatum quickly.
Yeah,
so
that's sweet.
We're working double time there. That's why it was a good fit. I've had to trim down on Terror of the Peak, so the ultimatums aren't going to be quite as powerful, but they're going to be more reliable.
They're not as terrifying, really, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I'm also going to be playing some copies of Glimpse the Cosmos, another really interesting card in this set. A little bit more speculative, I would say.
I don't even know if I know this one. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the Anticipate. Sorcery can Anticipate on the front side. But then if you control a giant, you can play it from your graveyard for a single blue mana. This deck obviously plays Bone Crusher Giant and the green one. Beanstalk Giant.
Oh, yeah.
So multiple giants. You're not always going to have access to that flashback early, but it is still a nice card to set up your draws. I've cut the copies of Kazandu Mammoth that they've sometimes played. It's not great in this deck, but it was a card that helped increase your consistency. Like sometimes you need a land, sometimes you need threats.
Yeah.
Glimpse helps smooth out your draws early. It's not,
you lose some power with Great Henge, which I think is the biggest cost, but, that's okay.
Lose a little bit, but we're going to try it out, see if that card advantage works really well. This is definitely a deck that has prided itself on its ability to grind, even though it looks like it's a big pile of creatures.
Yeah.
And Glimpse pushes that. And the last
That's because all your creatures are spells, too.
Yeah. In the last edition, I got a couple of copies of Coma in the sideboard. Yes. This is going to be our a big anti-control card, especially if our opponent's playing a bunch of counter spells, which you are.
Yeah.
So we might see these come in for games 2 and 3.
No, I like it. And I'm wondering if this, if Glimpse is going to be kind of like See the Truth. Remember, we were pretty high on that right away, and that just kind of fizzled out. But the fact of just casting it for 1, from the graveyard with a card you already want to play in Bone Crusher, I think it's reasonable. But yeah, I'd be a little skeptical of that as well.
Definitely just giving it a flyer.
Yeah. Okay, so from my end, we got the land, nothing special there. But the thought process behind this deck is I played an Azorius Control that was more tap out Tuesday, where we played that sweet match with against Blue-Red. And I just noticed, and I was always jealous of your Behold the Multiverses. They were just always better than mine because you were interacting during your turn. But I really like the power that ECD brings, that that Nico Eris brings, that other Planeswalkers and stuff bring. So I'm bringing a little bit of the tap-out theme to a more controlling shell. We got a new counter spell that we are featuring on the show for the first time, and Saw It Coming. So I can have a little foretell action here, maybe to keep you guessing which one it is.
A little sneaky.
Yeah, and just much more controlling here. These are like our main win cons. Got a couple dreamy teas, but just seeing if this shell is good.
Yeah, Saw It Coming and Behold the Multiverse do combo nicely together as 2 foretell cards because they have the same foretell cost.
Yep.
So you leave up 2 mana, you have a card that's face down, your opponent doesn't know which one it is, and you play around the 2 of them very differently.
Yes.
Against Saw It Coming, you're going to want to slow play, maybe try to double spell, maybe not do anything to waste your mana. Against Behold the Multiverse, you want to jam hard. And so,
You know what it reminds me of? To hit Den Protector, or that little 3/3 Raptor when we were at the Pro Tour in Wisconsin, I believe?
Deathness Raptor.
Deathness Raptor,
Pro Tour Battle for Zendikar.
Yep.
We played I guess you played the Gruul Landfall deck.
Gruul Landfall,
a bunch of us played the Selesnya.
You played the green white deck, right? Yep. Love it. Okay, so remember, all these cards that you're seeing here, you can't get these exact copies, but you can just pre-order them essentially by going to starcitygames.com/previews to get all the hot new action.
Yeah.
New action.
Once I get done thrashing Corey 3-0, you might be like, man, that Goldspan Dragon is pretty good. I should get on those now.
Or realistically, they add it right now thinking, God, you know what? Ross's mentality on this card, it makes a lot of sense. And by the end of the match, be like, exit that out of card.
So, Ross, I still have a question about your deck.
And what is that?
Do you think with the new giant tribal cards, Bone Crusher Giant will finally see some play in Standard?
It's been a struggle for Bone Crusher.
Yeah, it's a card that's, it's been on the almost ban list here for so long.
But yeah, I expected to see some play. The question is whether there's going to be enough giants for the tribal cards to really come into play. I hope we see them around.
I saw a couple of ones that interest me. That red one that's like a 5/4. It was kind of cool, but
I like the one that doubles damage from giants.
Yeah,
that one's. And then we also do have Tectonic Giant that already exists. The one that it deals damage when it gets targeted, and it has a bunch of text on it. Every card has too much text.
Too much text. Old man here can't read.
When I was 25 and I could remember a lot of different words, every card had like 4 words on it. Yeah, now that I'm in my 30s and I can barely remember what I had for breakfast this morning, every card has a novel.
Back when you were 25, did you get to your local game store by your mom pedaling her car?
I walked uphill in the snow both ways,
that's right.
Corey.
Okay, that's right.
That's how I got everywhere.
I knew that. My bad.
Jesus.
All right.
And I thought my memory was bad.
Mine is pretty bad, too. All right, let's battle. Like we've been alluding to this whole show, I've been dominating here in Kaldheim, so you get to choose.
So I'm on the play, and I have a hand that desperately needs a 3rd land.
Okay.
And if it doesn't get it, it's basically dead.
Okay, I like that. Those seem like the hands that you keep and you get Ross Merriam real quick.
I'm going to keep, though. It's really good if I hit.
Okay.
Island go.
All right. That was a good draw. I will play a temple and land to the bottom. Here you go.
That was the worst possible draw. Bark Channel Pathway.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I am going to play this pathway on this side, and I'm going to foretell something. What could it be? Here we go. Brick, 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 brick. That looks like the face of a man who bricked.
How can you tell I'm wearing a mask?
Because you didn't say, ooh, that was a good draw.
Heart's Desire.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
What did you draw this turn? Okay, we like that.
Who is we?
We, as in speaking to me and Rob, we both like it. Rob told me earlier.
At 2, Robert?
All right, I'm going to play this pathway. I'm going to play it on the blue side, and I will pass to you.
Look, you're the one who kept it. I don't,
Yeah, exactly. Rob always tells me to keep sketchy keeps, but then it works. And then if it doesn't work, I get to blame Rob.
You're 19. You can go.
All right, this is a good start to the show. I will behold the multiverse. Does that resolve?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm kind of glad it was the draw spell and not the counter, though. That probably means you're going to have a counter spell.
Yeah. All right.
Anderson said in chat, Ross has resting man who bricked face.
I like that. I like that.
How many cards you got over there?
I have a lot now. So I have 9 right now. So if I don't play something, I'll have to discard, but I don't really care. All right, I got a plan. I'm gonna play this and scry. I'll keep that. End step. I will discard Dreamy Tea to come back later. Your go. You having a good time there, bud?
Is that time for sideboarding already?
Yeah, this guy's ready to dish to a commercial.
Attack for 1.
Okay, I'll make a shark and block. Get that out of there.
I would like to go to discard.
Hey, nice. I discarded 2 last turn, so we're doing the same.
I will discard Terror of the Peaks.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I am going to play this pathway, and I got a Kaya. I will ghost form nothing, because it's just a creature, so I will do nothing. Pass to you. Not even a Brazen Bar to bounce it? Oh, wow.
Edgewall Innkeeper.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Good call. I'll probably get you there, bud. All right, let's exile that. Let's play ECD. Just the value ECD. I'll put that Dream Trawler on top, and I'll pass to you.
Discard Bone Crusher Giant.
I will draw, tick this up. I will play Dream Trawler. I will put a Ghost Form counter on it. Play a land and pass to you.
Game.
Right on time.
3 colors of mana game. Oh. Well fought.
Well fought. You got a second Dream Trawler coming next turn. You ready for it? Let's play another game 1. That was just silly. That was silly.
Had to cultivate. Everything was going to be fine.
Yeah. Oh, the 2 land cultivate on the play.
It wasn't fine.
All right. Well, we like that.
Fine at all.
Any questions about that expert play that Ross just had there?
Yeah. Why don't you just draw as good as Corey does?
Yeah. See.
But as far as actual questions, Sustaeus did come up with a good one.
Okay.
So how do you evaluate foretold cards? Do you consider them as like half mana less expensive than the total cost, or is it more about evaluating where they fall in your curve?
So I think we were kind of talking about this on our way to work today, and I tend to evaluate them so far as if the foretell cost to put it down and then play it is like equal to the card's converted mana cost. That's usually pretty good for me because you get to split that up, and paying 2 on 2 separate turns is a lot better or something. But if you're having to pay more mana for the spell when you foretell it in total, then I don't love it. But I think it's still just based on the card quality. On the front side of the card, if that's good, then you can probably play it. I don't know. It is tough for me. Maybe I'm just rambling here.
To me, I treat it like a modal card, right? So it's either the regular cost, like that's one mode, and then the foretell is sort of another mode to the card. Mm-hmm. And so I am often looking at how the 2 modes compensate for each other's weaknesses.
Yeah.
So when we talked a lot about Behold the Multiverse on the previous show, and how we both like it because of the way the foretell mode can cover the weaknesses of needing to find a place in your curve for a 4-mana draw spell. Mm-hmm. The classic line of your opponent not playing something on turn 3 into your counter spell, and then playing something on turn 4, and you don't have a time where you can safely land the draw spell. Mm-hmm. Foretell helps you mitigate that by splitting up the cost and letting you always hold up mana to interact with your opponent. Yep. Provided you have your draw comes together. So it's about it's about how often the foretell mode and that sequencing is going to do something that is significantly different within the context of my overall curve relative to the regular casting cost. And then in addition, like what then. In addition, you're also looking at like what is the opportunity cost of using the foretell mode, and that's where that total cost that Corey was mentioning comes in. You know, if I'm paying a lot of extra mana to use the fancy foretell mode, then it might not be worth it because you might just be devoting too many resources to the card. But in the case of something like Behold the Multiverse, or even Saw It Coming, you're paying an extra mana for that counterspell, which is not great. And I'm not super high on it.
Yeah, I'm not super high on the card either, to be honest.
Yeah, but it does help. It does help you do some things. It can set you up to win counter wars and control mirrors. It can disguise itself with Behold the Multiverse.
I'm just not convinced that Neutralize isn't just about a card.
Yeah.
Because that is one of the scenarios where you are paying just an extra mana. Like I was saying, you are paying 3 generic, 1 blue, which is sometimes easier to do. But yeah, I don't know. Neutralize isn't a great card either right now, but...
So when you're paying extra mana to foretell, then the benefits that you're getting out of the foretell mode in terms of compensating for, having to commit so much mana on one turn have to be likewise higher.
Yeah.
So a card like, Saw It Coming, there's a higher bar on it. The foretell mode has to be really effective because you're paying extra mana for it. Whereas something like Behold the Multiverse, or I don't know the name because I saw a foreign translation of it when it was I think it was previewed on a German website. But the Tuna Red 4 damage instant that foretells for a single red.
It's just a target creature or
planeswalker.
Okay.
That one I like quite a bit because you can spend 2 mana early when you maybe have extra mana, and then later you get a pretty effective 1 mana removal spell that fits into your curve on the turn that you need it to deal with a specific threat. I'm also interested in the Pyroclasm. It's 2 and a red sorcery, 2 damage to all creatures. If a creature dealt damage this way, would be put into a graveyard, instead exile it.
I just don't think Pyroclasm's a good card anymore, to be honest.
Obviously, you need to be in the market for a Pyroclasm effect.
Yeah.
That's the baseline anyway. But provided that you are, this one is interesting with foretell for a single red mana again, because when you're playing Pyroclasms, you don't really want to use your mana early on removal because you're going to sweep up a lot of things in the sweeper.
Yeah.
So paying 2 to foretell it, and then on turn 3 spending 1 mana, dealing with multiple bodies and having 2 mana up to interact with their next threat is a really nice sequence.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty high on that card.
That's a situation where you see like the foretell aspect of it and spreading out the mana cost is really beneficial because it lines up your mana very appropriately against your opponent's curve in a very natural way. And you're not paying any extra mana. You're paying 3 total anyway, which is, a little expensive for a Pyroclasm, but in this case, well worth it if that's the kind of effect you're looking for. So
fair enough.
A very long-winded answer, but a good question, so it deserved it.
Fair enough. Rob, I should just keep this, right? To tilt off Ross?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, all right. Now I get to blame Rob. We're on the draw. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, you're on the draw, you're going to look at it, you're fine.
Exactly.
I once again need a 3rd land of this hand, and the payoff is...
Wow, you have a 2nd land?
Kind of
Jeez,
worse,
lucky.
but I guess I do have this. Yeah, I'm going to keep again.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to play a Timber Crown Pathway.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Okay. I will scry. I will put this to the bottom. Pass to you.
Okay, that works well. I will play a Tide Channel Pathway.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
I will play a land, and we'll go with Birth of Melitus.
Sure.
All right, I'll get a plains and pass to you.
I will play a Lava Glide Pathway.
Okay.
And a Fertile Footsteps.
Okay. Not as bad as Cultivate.
Still get a Forest, and then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. So I'm going to get a wall. 2. Okay. I'm going to foretell this and pass to you.
Can't help but notice that don't have any
What?
blue mana.
It could have been a lot worse for me, so we're doing all right.
Okay, that's fine. I'll play a Ketria Triome and a Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
And on tap, a draw. I got a land, and I will foretell this. And now I got to be worried about the Great Hen, so I think I want to just kill this now. And that's another reason
please.
I tried this, Ross. We were so high on Heartless Axe, so I wanted to try a deck with, that as the main removal spell to try it out. And I do think it'll be good.
Makes sense. You're at 17.
17.
So play a River Glide Pathway and pass a turn.
Pass. Oh, sorry. I think I gained life last turn, actually.
Sure.
19. Tilt. Okay, your go.
End step, Petty Theft the Wall.
Yep.
Play Brazen Bar.
Yep.
Go to my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Attack for 3.
16.
Stomp you.
Stompity stomp. Yep.
You go to 14. I'll play
14.
Bone Crusher.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
No. Let's go with. Yeah, I think I am just gonna Heartless Act now.
Takes out the borrower.
Draw. Okay, that was a good draw. There's our blue. Now I think I just wanna. I made that play so I could draw a land and then have a good turn. Kind of second guessing if I want to do this, but this seems good. So then I'll exile this. Pass to you. Kaya we haven't played it that much. I think we played it like the one time, but it's just been phenomenal every time.
Yep, definitely been a good one.
Do you need 7 mana for something?
I'm going to play Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay. Where's your giant? That is pretty sweet, though. I mean, if you just have Bone Crusher in play, if I didn't kill that Bone Crusher, you were just going to be able to double impulse. That seems pretty strong.
Press go on the bottom.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Mountain, Stomp Kaya, and play a Bone Crusher.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
So now you can just play it for 1 blue?
Yep.
Right? Okay. Let's see here. Ultimatum is triple red, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So you do have that lined up.
Regardless of what it is, I have it.
Yeah,
I have 2 blue, 2 red, 2 green, and a
and
Triumph.
1 mystery, yes. Okay. Tough choice here. I got a lot of options. None of them are particularly strong. Okay, I think Okay. I've got it. I'm going to Behold the Multiverse.
Sure.
Scry 2. Uh-oh. Don't want either of those. Draw 2. 1, a 2. That was worst possible.
Gotta love the main phase double scry bottom.
All right, then I have a Birth.
You should have 4 planes, right? Like you do in every deck.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, this one's 3 colors.
This
right?
one might be a 3-er. Oh no, it totally is. Dang it. Okay, I'm dead. Your go. Well, we've had 2 just stellar games so far.
How do I want to play this one? Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Doo-dah. Well, hopefully.
I guess I'll just Genesis Ultimatum.
Yeah, good call.
All the live long day. This is not great.
Okay.
I've got 3 lands, an Innkeeper, and a Love-Struck Beast.
Okay. Not terrible.
Get in or I guess let's play Glimpse the Cosmos.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I mean, that's really good when you're trying to find ultimatums, so.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Okay.
2 lands on the bottom. Now at 3, 6, 10 mana. So, yeah, get in for 4.
Okay, I will go to 10.
And pass the turn.
Come on, give me a good draw. I have a wall. All right, that was a good draw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'll play this land.
Yeah, we're not Fave wishing for once and futures anymore.
Yeah, not really. Okay, so I have a Shatter.
I will draw a card.
Okay, pass to you. And Genesis Ultimatum.
I will play an Edgewalling Keeper.
Innkeeper is quite the bad card for me. I mean, Genesis Ultimatum is worse, but the value you get from that when I don't have a clean answer for it really does make me want to try to deal with it. Although it feels bad. Yeah, it feels too bad. Oh, it resolves.
Okay. Play Beanstalk Giant, draw a card.
Yeah, I'll counter that. Saw it coming. I saw it coming the whole time.
Pass the turn.
All right. On tap.
You go to
draw.
12.
Gain some life. All right. I will play another pathway. Now the blue sources are flowing. And then I will drop Dreamy Tea. Pass to you. Dreamy Tea. Hold one time.
4, 7, 10, 11.
It's going to be a scary turn, I imagine.
Okay, that's Genesis Ultimatum.
All right. They never just have one Genesis Ultimatum, chat. It's always you have all of them.
Well, this one hit 5 lands.
Oh my god. You gonna play all the Triumphs or keep them?
Probably keep them. This is
wow.
wow.
That is a lot of lands.
Yeah, definitely keeping those.
Okay.
Crack this thing.
See if you have any basics left.
Yeah. Get an island.
Okay.
Play my land for turn as a Bark Channel pathway.
Okay.
Cast another Genesis Ultimatum.
Boo!
These are exiled.
Yeah, yeah. You're bound to hit creatures eventually here, huh?
That's what they tell me. But that's the law of large numbers, and 60 doesn't quite meet the criteria.
All right.
So you're dead?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very dead. Yeah, that's a game I didn't feel like I had any business winning.
Yeah, this is 14, 19, 20. Yeah, that's 23 upstairs.
All right. No big deal. No big deal. And then you still get to attack.
Yeah. Hey, I need a blocker for the dragon.
Yeah, true. And I could have gained some life. But all right. Well, 2 not so great games so far. Both had a little bit loose of keeps, but we're going to head to sideboarding here for our 3rd game of our first round. Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody. Welcome back to sideboarding here on Versus Live. from my end, I am going to be taking out Shark Typhoon. You just go so far over the top. You know, sure, I can get a creatures really late game, but this really is like a 6-mana card at this point, and I don't think it's very needed right now. Same with Shatter. I'm bringing an Extinction Event just because most of your stuff is odd anyways. Now you are breaking the mold a little bit, so I might get punished there. But
I mean, Coma itself is odd. The tokens it makes are even, though.
What? No. Oh, that is odd.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, that's perfect. For some reason, I thought that thing cost 6. Then I'm going to take out the 4th Nico. You're not attacking me as much like other Gruul decks, so maybe it's not necessarily needed. And then taking out 1 Birth of Melitis, because I never have enough planes. So then we're just bringing in great counter spells, 1 more Maze Mind Tome on the play, and then just the 3rd Extinction Event.
On my side, gonna bring in these Comas, see how they do in the high end over a couple copies of Genesis Ultimatum, expecting a lot of counter spells from Corey's side.
Mm-hmm.
Also got some counter spells of my own. I'm cutting Terror of the Peaks. It's the least impactful, expensive card in the deck. So just plays into Corey's removal spells can be efficiently answered. And I'm trimming some Genesis Ultimatums anyway, so that kind of kill isn't going to come together as reliably. And then trimming a couple of the 3-mana adventure creatures. Neither Petty Theft nor Stomp are particularly effective spells in the matchup.
No,
I think most of the time I would rather have Petty Theft, but Stomp can kill a Kaya that is -3'd, which is important. And also we have Glimpse the Cosmos, we want the Giants, and the 4-power better with the Great Hench.
Okay.
So a couple reasons to go for the 1/1 split rather than just cutting 2 Bone Crusher Giants.
I like it. All right, Rob, you got any questions from our lovely audience while we get ready for a 3rd game?
I do. They would like to know your thoughts on a card that was previewed a little late to be included in today's episode, but Jorn, God of Winter.
Oh, yes. Yes, this card's awesome. Jorn Snow. That's such a nice meme.
2 and a green for a 3/3. When it attacks, untap all snow permanents you control. And then the reverse side is 1 blue-black for an artifact that taps and lets you cast a snow spell from your graveyard.
You may play.
So you can hit lands.
Okay.
Whatever it is enters tap, though, but you do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So is it a permanent that it targets?
Yes.
Okay, so it can't target things like Frostbite.
Yeah, so that's one thing that I'm really looking out for, a Satyr Wayfinder type effect to put in a deck. And I did see one, a Black God that, like, at the beginning of each combat or when it attacks, you mill cards.
So the Black God is 2 and a black for a 6/6 with Death Touch. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard. If you can't, sacrifice it and draw a card.
Yeah.
And the backside is a single black for an artifact, and it says at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card, and 2 and a black tap, sacrifice, exile a creature from your graveyard, draw a card.
Draw a card or something like that.
It's 2 and a black tap, exile a creature card from your graveyard, draw a card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't sacrifice it. So it's a card advantage engine.
So I want to try to make something work with those 2 for Thursday. But yeah, that's a card that we got a little late, so we didn't get to try it with. But I have a lot of ideas. I also on the more casual side, maybe it'll be good, but I searched for any kind of blaze effects, and we have Volcanic Geyser, and I want to do that with the 4-mana dragon, the Tyrant, I believe it's called, where red mana doesn't drain. Do like a green-red kind of ramp thing like that, and just keep on tapping, keep funneling mana in, and then just get you with a blaze at the end. I think that would be sweet. Okay. Probably a little casual, but it might be good. You never know.
You never know.
All right, game 3. I will be going first. Let's go. Tome on the play. 1 time. No such luck, but this hand is keepable.
I will keep as well.
Okay, I have a Temple. I think it's a little early for this card, so I'll put that to the bottom. Pass to you.
I have a Triome.
Triome.
You're up.
All right, land go. Yes.
How would I like to play this turn? I am just going to play another Triome and pass.
Okay. I will untap. All right, pretty good draw there. Going to play this Pathway. And yeah, I think I will foretell. Pass to you.
I'll play an island. Pass the turn.
A pathway. A passway.
Just an island.
Okay. I will play a land and I will foretell and pass to you.
On your end step, I will stomp you.
Stompity stomp. Sure.
Brings you to 18.
Yep.
That goes there.
Okay.
Okay. Play a mountain. Play an Edgewall Innkeeper.
Innkeeper.
Slow played this one to see if I could guarantee some value.
Value? I don't like value.
I enjoy value.
Yeah, that is a card I'm going to have to answer. The question is, in what way? And I think I just want to see it coming.
I will dispute your
right.
coming.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I'm going to play a temple. Don't need a Birth of Melitus right now. And I will say go. At
Upkeep.
your upkeep. I will Heartless Act.
Okay. Negate.
Negate, huh? I'll dispute your negate.
Okay.
All right, no value for you.
Tried hard.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, let's play a Bark Channel Pathway and a Bone Crusher.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, I have a pathway. And I'm going to behold the multiverse. Don't want those two. Draw, draw, and pass to you. It's a pretty heinous draw.
And we'll play a Great Henge.
I got a negate.
Attack for 4.
Okay, I will go to 14.
Pass the turn.
Gross.
That's what I like to hear.
Gross, gross, gross. I have a land, and you got 2 cards?
Yep.
All right, I'll ECD this and pass to you. Regretting bottoming the first card I saw of this game.
Sack Fable Passage.
Okay.
And we'll get a Forest.
Okay.
And hope you don't have another counterspell.
I don't. Dang it. I was like, anything but this turn. I got you on lock for the next one, but.
Well, good thing I drew Genesis Ultimatum this turn.
Oh, God. All right, I'm
My
dead.
hand of lands.
I am dead.
Oh, I mean, I'm 1 for 3 so far with Genesis Ultimatums, though the third one was pretty good.
Yeah, the third one was good. All right, kill me already.
And do you have anything to get? You don't have anything to get.
I don't have anything to get back. No, I bottomed Dream Trawler right away when I only had 3 land off my first scry, and it just would have been so good last turn.
Okay.
All right, spin it.
I guess, yeah, you don't get to see spells.
Yeah.
Do I even want to put this one on the battlefield? No.
Okay. They're all going to your hand?
Yeah. Except for the Forest.
Okay, that's probably terrifying.
And then I will play Heart's Desire.
Okay.
Seems better than
Yeah. Done?
having it enter. Yep.
All right.
That was
Chapter 2. Give me something. Sweet. I will play a pathway and passway. Here we go.
I will play a Cultivate.
Okay, resolves. So sad. I started off with such a good draw, and I'm just flooding out pretty hard.
Let's go Island onto the battlefield, Forest into my hand.
Okay.
So I definitely want green mana for this turn.
Okay.
Then I'm going to cut your Typhoons. So let's attack for 1.
Okay. Good call.
Oh, that Cultivate costs 2 more mana.
Yeah, it does, you cheater. Okay, and I'm at 13.
Yeah, attack brings you to 13. Play this land for turn. And, yeah, play a Lovestruck Beast.
All right.
Pass.
Draw. Get that out of there. I have a Heartless Act for that. And I'll play a blue pathway and pass to you.
Okay. Well, attack for 1.
All right, 12.
Now I will Glimpse the Cosmos.
Okay.
I will select the non-land card. Let's play land for turn.
Okay.
Cast a Beanstalk Giant.
Okay.
Cast Glimpse the Cosmos.
That is spicy. Yeah, Glimpse is awesome for that. Just the turn you play it, you know? Just turn you play one of these giants.
Yeah, let's take the source of card advantage.
Okay.
And then pass the turn.
Draw. Okay, I guess that's best possible. I will Behold.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Scry. Well, this Beanstalk Giant just basically kills me if I don't deal with it.
This is lethal damage.
Okay, so I will keep these 2. And then I have an Extinction Event for Odd. And Foretell. Here we go. All right, that was a sweet turn. I needed to do that a few turns ago, but...
Yeah. Okay, I will play Heart's Desire, get another Shaheen.
Okay.
Use the other green for an Edgewall Innkeeper.
All right.
Then play Lovestruck Beast to draw a card.
Okay.
Then I will play a Crag Crown Pathway.
All right.
Attack for 1.
11.
Cycle a Ketria Triome.
Okay. You're doing so many things.
Pass a turn.
Untap. A draw. All right, I'll start with Behold.
Yep.
Scry. I guess we'll take this one. Okay, I'll play my land and scry. I'll put that on the bottom. Card I needed so many turns ago. I'll play a tome.
Sure.
And I will draw a card. And pass to you.
It's a good draw. It's a good draw.
I'm in trouble.
I will cycle Ketria Triome.
Okay.
That was an even better draw.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, I feel like I need a couple more Dream Trawlers in the deck. I think 3 would be better than 2 here.
Play a Tide Channel Pathway.
Okay.
Play a Genesis Ultimatum.
Okay, I got a negate for that.
I have a dispute for your negate.
I have a dispute for your dispute.
I have a negate for your
No
dispute.
way! Wow, I thought for sure I was getting you there.
Nope, exactly enough mana.
All right. Wow.
Just need to hit a dragon.
Yeah. Am I dead?
I'll put this land into play,
I'm dead.
and I'll
Just show me
I
the
have 2
dragon.
dragons.
Yeah, God, you're scum. Yeah, I was only drawing counter spells from then on out. Yeah, I just flooded at the wrong time in a situation where I was like really controlling your battlefield, where I just really wanted something like a tome to get card advantage going,
Yeah.
and then I'd pull pretty far ahead. Or maybe I used my negates a little too aggressively because it did bite me. I needed the one more.
Well, you could have really used
but-
as a Nico. Nico would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Sink a bunch of mana into it, make a bunch of shards.
That's true. Yeah, Nico would have been great too. Let's play one pity game since I didn't really get to do my thing. where I just want to have Nico, basically. All right, so you took it down. You know, we just saw what Genesis Ultimatum does. Just cast one, they always find more, and that deck is probably the most frustrating one to play against for me.
Yeah.
Just because I always play Yorion style decks where the Genesis Ultimatum just goes well over the top. You know, rogue players are like, oh yes, teamer, you know, like sweet.
Yeah, let's stop everything you do. Yorion's like, I'll stop everything you do, and then my thing should be better than what you ever made. And it's like, well, the top of my deck might be better.
Yeah, and when I beheld like really early, I put 2 lands on the bottom and then drew 2 lands when I already had 2 lands in hand. I was like, come on, all I needed was just one good one. But I did bottom a Dream Trawler off my first scry, and I think that would have at least kept me in it. Just because I would have connected with Dream Trawler once before you cast Ultimatum.
Yeah.
So I would have had a chance, but yeah, that was brutal. But hey, we got a good one here. I'm in. Pity game, let's go.
This is going to be a keep.
I will temple, scry. And do I want this other temple? Probably. Then I'll pass to you know what?
I gotta say, we haven't seen a lot of the dragon. You know, finished you off the ultimatum in that last game.
Yeah.
But the Glimpse the Cosmos has been pretty good.
Glimpse has been good. I think you need one more giant to make it. Like, I think you need 3. You know? Maybe a changeling if that was in the pool or whatever, but
it's helped that we're like, this is a matchup where the games are going to go long.
Yeah.
So that's certainly helping it. You know, eventually I'm going to find a point where I just draw a giant off the top and immediately, cast a ponder essentially.
Yeah, I mean, in that deck, when you're just trying to find your big spells at the end, either Great Henge or Ultimatum, I think it's actually quite good. That has impressed me as well.
Yeah. So it seems like this has been a good home for it.
Yep. I'm going to play Lana past you.
I agree that in something that more like an interactive, like Is It deck, you would need more giants.
Yeah.
Because you need access to it faster.
Yeah.
But this deck has enough other stuff going on.
True.
And speaking of Glimpse of the Cosmos, I'm going to cast one here on turn 2.
All right.
You know, wasn't doing anything else this turn, so now I just have a Glimpse all lined up.
Lined
up. That is an easy take there.
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
I will draw. Okay, well, I got a nice play. I got Nico on the play. And now the question is tick up to avoid stomp.
That's on 3.
I know, I'm thinking either to tick up to avoid stomp or create a shard now because you could Brazen Borrower it back. I think I'm going to go with a shard, and I'll pass to you. We got clues to represent it for now.
Okay, well, I drew Bone Crusher Giant.
Of course.
Yeah,
And I didn't really mind that play. Like, it was good, but didn't super mind it.
I'm also going to play an Edgewall Innkeeper, though.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. I just have to kill Innkeepers. So we'll kill that. I'll play this Pathway. Actually, do I want this blue? No. Play this. And now, do I want to sack the Clue? I don't think so. I will foretell. Pass to you.
Okay. Really wanted to make sure I resolve this Cultivate.
Okay.
Not entirely sure I'm correct in wanting to do that, but
yeah,
that's why I played the Innkeeper. It may come back to bite me.
Sure.
Let's make sure I know what's going on here with my mana. Definitely want to get Forest in hand since I'm casting a Heart's Desire after this.
Okay.
But I'll get an island along with it onto the battlefield. Play the Forest Return, play Heart's Desire.
You got it.
Pass the turn. I think the mana advantage here is really nice. Lets me double spell on certain turns.
Mm-hmm.
It starts threatening Ultimatum earlier.
Yep. And that's why I think I want to make my play here to just prevent Ultimatum. I'm going to play a Pathway.
Is it going to be a blank ECD?
I think so. Just because it stops Ultimatum next turn, threatens to get back Nico. Yeah, we're going to do a blank one. And pass to you. A dry ECD, if you will.
Attack for 1.
Okay, I'll take it. 19.
And
That is the one thing I've missed from ECD in like Esper Doom decks is without Narset and Teferi, you don't have great targets to bring back. You have like Skyclave and stuff, but Nico Eris is that perfect one that dies early and can come back. So I think it'll be pretty sweet.
Now I've got an interesting turn here.
Interesting.
2 cards in hand,
2
1
cards.
exile with Foretell and the Shard.
I got value for days.
Getting a little punished, I would say, for kind of spewing the Innkeeper.
Yeah, I think it was a decent play because you accomplished what you wanted, and
Yeah.
I would have liked to counter Cultivate if I had it.
Okay, well, this is going to be a tide channel pathway,
Okay.
and I am going to... I'm actually going to bounce the ECD.
Okay.
Weird play, right?
Yeah.
But I think Corey playing that signals that he probably doesn't have a counterspell. So if he wants to, he can't really play it again next turn. And I'm going to have a window for Genesis Ultimatum. And I don't have to get, because of the Brazen Bar, I don't have to give him a target for the ECD immediately.
Yeah, that was pretty decent play. I have a land.
Hopefully play a little bit of a tempo game here.
I have a Foretell. And I'll pass to you.
Pretty good Foretell. Could have Counterspell plus Behold, but we'll play Borrower and stuff.
That resolves.
Attack for 4.
I will take it.
Brings you to 15.
15.
I will play a Lava Glide pathway.
Okay.
So I now have Ultimatum mana up. Don't have an Ultimatum, though. I do have a Lovestruck Beast.
Okay.
Actually, let's play Bone Crusher Giant instead. Normally I would want a Lovestruck because if like Corey has a sweeper, then the Lovestruck is bad, but I want to be able to play this Glimpse. So I'm going to play Bone Crusher Giant.
Yeah.
And then I will Glimpse the Cosmos.
Yeah, this Glimpse has been great. This Glimpse has been awesome.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty clear take.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. End step, I will Behold.
Yep.
Don't think I want either of those. Tap land's not what I'm in the market for. And then also, I'll crack this. I scry and then do it, right?
Yeah, scry 1 then draw.
Okay. Don't want that. Draw. All right. Untap. Draw.
Pretty even on cards here, but I've got a bit of a board, so Corey's going to be trying to contain that in the next couple turns.
You're a bit of a bore? Yeah, I agree. All right. Let's go with a... Kind of an interesting situation here. Guess I do need to play this. Okay. I'm gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna Nico Eris for 1.
So Nico Eris for 1, you can minus and kill the Brazen Borrower, or the 1/1 if you want to potentially shut down Lovestruck Beast. I'm able to then attack the Nico Eris down. You're going to get a shard out of the deal. Yeah, that resolves.
Okay, so this is at 3. I get a shard. I am going to kill Brazen Borrower. And I'll pass to you.
Okay, send Bone Crusher at Nico, Shaheen at you.
Okay.
Brings you
Dead.
to 14.
Yep.
I will play a Ketria Triome
Okay.
and play a Lovestruck Beast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pass turn.
All right. End step, I'll sack this.
Yep.
Scry, don't want to land. Draw. Untap. A draw. Okay, now I think I want to get this ECD deployed. Yeah, ECD.
Negate.
I'll dispute it. Yep. And we'll hit Lovestruck Beast, and I'll pass to you. It's been a good game.
Yeah. We're doing things. Attack for 5.
I will go down to 9.
I will play an Edgewall Innkeeper.
Innkeeper resolves.
I will play a Lovestruck Beast and draw a card.
Okay. That's a tricky one. I will see that coming with the trigger on the stack.
Sure. Pass the turn.
Okay. Untap, trigger. I have a temple. Keep that. 5 again. ECD.
Resolves.
Hit that. And pass to you.
End step, Brazen Borrower, draw a card.
Yep.
Go to my turn.
Yep.
Glimpse the Cosmos.
Yep. That costs 4.
Oh. Yeah, still definitely casting it.
Okay.
But yeah, tap like that. Easy choice.
Okay.
Attack for 5.
I will go to 4.
Then I will play a Timber Crown Pathway
Okay.
and a Cultivate.
Cultivate. Yep, that's fine.
So we got 3 green, 3 blue, 2 red. Doesn't really much matter what I get. But let's make sure I have enough red and blue. So Mountain Play, Island in hand.
Okay.
Pass turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. This gets ticked up. I'll take Nico and choose Loyalty. I gotta kill Brazen Borrower if I don't want Lethal to be available to you. Which I think I would prefer that. Prefer if I didn't die. Yeah, so we'll kill Brazy B.
Sure.
I will foretell. And pass to you. And these are all just exiled, right?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
adventures.
I've got
Okay.
no adventures right now.
Cool.
You have 1 in hand, 2 in exile?
Yep. Yeah, this has been a great game.
It's an interesting turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that Corey's got 1 of each of the Foretell cards in exile.
Okay. Who knows?
I do.
Oh. Well, don't tell him.
He's going to have another Nico coming back. There's no point in me attacking this one. We're definitely sending in at Corey because the other ECD can't get anything else back.
I bet one of them's a den protector.
Yeah. Yeah, one's a den protector. You're going to guess wrong. Four cards?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to fade out a counterspell.
Yeah, can't let that happen. So, yep, I will counter one. I saw it coming.
Now let's cycle Ketri Triumph.
Okay.
And now's the point where Ross doesn't play around Omen of the Sun.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, of course not. I'm going to get him.
Play an island that you knew about. Attack you for 2.
All right, I don't have the Omen. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go to 2.
Yep. Pass the turn.
End step, I will behold the multiverse.
Sure.
Scry 2. Guess I'll keep this top one. Draw 2. Untap. Draw.
ECD.
Yeah, I'll choose loyalty.
Yeah.
Just get another one here. Okay. I'll play this pathway as the blue side. Gotta deal with these creatures here.
At least one of them.
Yeah. I will cast Extinction Event
Results.
on Odd. And then I will deal 2 to that. And pass to you.
Yeah, on your end step, I'll stomp you.
Well, I will counter it.
Couldn't stomp on my turn because I was under the ECD tax.
Yeah,
in case
yeah.
anyone was wondering there.
Makes sense.
Had the other counter spell.
Mm-hmm.
Got another one.
I don't. It's always the Genesis Ultimatum resolving.
Yeah.
It resolves.
I could have ultimatum last turn for 9 mana,
Yeah.
and
That's what I was hoping you'd do.
in some cases the dragon is better to hold back because it can immediately kill you. The
Yep.
ultimatum is variable,
Mhm.
but I didn't want the ultimatum to get disputed, which could have been the last card in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wanted to cycle a trial and maybe it's something else to do, which I did.
Yeah.
So I had an interesting decision there between those 2 cards.
All right, spin it.
We resolved the trial.
See if I'm dead.
Does the henge see the giant come in?
It does.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Mhm.
So yeah, not great, but 2 lands,
Strong, yeah.
a henge, and a gigantic beanstalk giant.
Yep.
I'll draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. I will play an Edgewall Innkeeper.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yeah, and here's the value where you just can't come back as the control deck. Not with the way these are configured. You know, that is the one reason why I love Yorion decks, because this is what Standard is about now, is these snowball, like, overpowered green cards. And Yorion can keep up with this, but regular counter spells, Heartless Axe stuff just can't, which makes me sad about this.
Unfortunately, like a Nico with ECD is not the same as drawing the Nico off the top.
Yeah.
You don't get to sink it in.
Exactly.
So I'm going to gain 2 life to 22.
Sure.
Cycle a Ketria Triome.
Okay.
And I don't think I've played a land this turn.
I don't think you have.
So I'll play Riverglide Pathway and pass the turn with 2 counter spells in my hand.
Yeah, that'll probably do it. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I thought I was going to get you that game.
Yeah, that was
a great match.
Yeah, that was a good last game to end on.
Yeah, we just had 2 unplayable games the first 2.
Man. I even had I forgot I had a glimpse.
Oh god,
I could have glimpsed that
looked
turn.
awesome in that deck. It really did.
Could have glimpsed into another stomp.
Yeah.
Glimpse looked really, really good.
I was impressed. Yeah, I did not think that was going to be a good card. You know, Dragon we didn't get to see work at all, except when it killed me that one time. But
I almost didn't even put it in the deck. Like the first build of it, I just had the Dragon. I messaged Corey. I was like, should I try this just for fun?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's a new card. We'll see how it is.
Cool. Yeah.
It looked really good.
It looked really good. Yeah, I was impressed. I would be interested in a matchup where I'm pressuring you more.
Yeah.
But still, it just looked really strong. So.
Yeah, I mean, you don't do a ton in the matchups where your 2 mana interactive spells, your Stomp and Petty Theft aren't doing a whole lot. You don't do much on turn 2.
Yeah, no.
So having a just turn 2 play to set up your draws is really good. And I agree. I would need to see, if it's a significant liability in those aggressive matchups. But if it plays okay there too, and honestly, it could.
Yeah. Or if you want to really cement it home, maybe in the spot of the Dragon, if the Dragon maybe doesn't fit the shell that much, which I kind of don't think it does, but it's still okay. Just some changeling from the set. There's going to be some changeling that'll play the part as Giant if you needed to add one more. That's the only thing I'm thinking is I really want, 12 Giants for a card like that. But it's not super needed.
I haven't seen a really good changeling so far. I like the one that can be a disenchant. It's a colorless green 1/3. You have to exile a creature from your graveyard when it enters.
Oh, yeah.
And if you do, you get to exile an artifact or enchantment. A little awkward to use early, but obviously later in the game, especially if you have some synergies with the changeling, can be a really good
when you get Realm Cloak Giant, dust that one out of retirement.
We're going to see Realm Cloak Giant later in the day. Don't you worry.
Oh, really? Exciting. Okay, well, that does it for our first round. Ross gave me a good thorough stomping there, literally, and figuratively.
You stopped the stomping, though I should have found the last one at the end.
Yes. Okay.
I remember the glimpses in my deck.
So the next one I have, I got a cool Gruul variant where I'm just playing. I wanted to see how these giant creatures do instead of like the value cards that you have in Gruul that are just okay, kind of cutting the fluff, cutting the adventure package, just no innkeeper, still playing the creatures because they're great, but not leaning all into that and just playing a ton of dragons and Vorniclex. As my top end and stuff. Still have some Castle Garenbrigs and stuff.
This is a classic,
pretty cool.
Classic archetype.
I saw you doing it. I saw you cheating with your teamer deck. So I'm like, okay, I'll do a normal archetype as well.
Well, I'm going to be playing an archetype that I have never played before in my life. That is Rakdos Sacrifice.
Oh, of course, yes, that's a new one for you.
Brand new for me.
Yeah, black red together as a color combo. I don't know if you've done that in a while.
I was upset at not casting any Tybalts on the other show. So Tybalt is back with some other new cards and more of a sacrifice shell as opposed to the dopey mid-range shell.
Excellent. So we are going to take a short 5-minute break and we'll be right back here on Versus Live. Don't go anywhere, or we'll know. We'll find you.